I saw lights coming toward me, and I thought the rain was playing tricks with me with the lights, but it actually was a drunk driver that was heading in my direction on this 2-lane road. I thought, "Oh, is this it for me?" And my options were less than optimal in that on the one hand, there was a ravine that you would drop into. On the other hand, it was oncoming traffic. And right before impact, I heard a voice as loud as if it was in the car with me that said, "Turn now." I turned, I made the decision to turn into oncoming traffic, and it saved my life. And while I did get hit, the passenger side of the car, I was in a wheelchair for 6 months. But the thing that really stuck with me over the years after that was that voice that said, "Turn now." And because even in the middle of that, I was thinking about what would be my next iteration, because I ended up kind of in academia, not by just because of the pathway of my career or good advice or mentorship or things of that nature. And I thought there's so often that we in our life hear that voice in our mind, in the back of our mind, that quiet whisper that says, "You don't want to do this. This is not the path you want to go on. You don't want to go to that school, or you don't want to start that job, or you want to leave that job, or do you really want to marry that person," or whatever the case is. We hear that voice, but we don't listen to it because we're afraid of what the impact or outcome would be. Because when we look at our options, they're not clear. Rarely in life are our options crystal clear. But that kept resonating with me around this voice that said, "Turn now." And over time, I kept listening to it. I started diving into my own journey of what made sense for me and what would it mean if the turn now wasn't just in the literal sense that saved my life then, but in the figurative sense of really helping me step into work that I really wanted to do in the world that was impactful to help steward people or guide people through that process. It has really been an underlying factor in my story that impacts the work that I believe that I do in the world.